What up, YouTube? It's the Ways, and I'm Tia, and today we're back with another video. I'm excited. Today we're gonna do kind of like a drugstore takeover. Yes, a drugstore takeover. I'm gonna weigh in a little bit on these products if I've tried them before, but if I've never tried them and this is my first impression, then we're just gonna play in our makeup. And today it just happens to be drugstore. I got this new e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter. Well, I don't know how old it is, but I finally found it. We're gonna try that out. I got a foundation from NYX that I've been wanting to try. I got their little brow pen, so I'm excited about that. I got the vitamin C putty primer from e.l.f. We're going to put that to the test. And I got a palette and some other little goodies that we're going to try from the drugstore. So if you are down to watch this takeover, then definitely please keep watching. But first, during the intro, go ahead and join the fam if you're not part of the gang and hit that subscribe button. If you're already part of this family, thank you so much for continuously watching me. Go ahead and hit that notification bell though so you can be updated every time I load a new video. And give me a thumbs up if you're feeling the vibe on this channel. Let's go. Okay, so let's just hop right in. I did prep my face. Some of the skincare that I used, I know I talked about skincare in a previous video I did, and you guys actually really like that. So just to let you know how I prep my skin, this is not drugstore, unfortunately. Well, I mean, you get drugstore prices because I wash my face and then I put on the ordinary niacinamide drops. It's just 10% niacinamide and 1% zinc. So I do like this for like oil control. I like it, and it's not that expensive, like maybe $7, $8. Very good. I did go in with a little eye cream, which is my Ola Hendrickson Truth Banana Bright Eye Cream, just because I was feeling a little dry, and I think I'm going in with a more matte concealer today. I have not tried it before. And then I went in with my Polypeptide 121 Future Cream by You to the People, which I'm absolutely loving. So yeah, now that you're all caught up, one thing I did pick up from the drugstore, well, I didn't really pick it up, but I got a little sample of it, and it's like skincare. It's this e.l.f. Enhancing Lash and Brow Serum. I've just been using this on my brows. I don't know. I'm not that consistent. I don't know if it's doing much. Okay. I did get one from The Ordinary, which was pretty inexpensive as well. But I've just been using this one up, and I'm really just trying to make my brows a little bit more fluffy and grow a little bit. I don't know if it's really gonna work, but what I do like about it is once I put it on and then like blend it out with a little spoolie, like I like how my brows sit. So if that's for anything before I do my brows, I kind of like that. And then I know there's treatment in there. So I don't know. It's from e.l.f. I just want to mention it since we're doing a drugstore takeover. You know, I think that this is probably pretty inexpensive. Get used to actually using it. I don't use it on my lashes, but get used to using it. So if you do decide to splurge and get one a little bit more expensive, you're already consistently putting them on your brows and your lashes, because it is something you definitely have to be consistent with. These videos tend to be kind of long, so we should definitely get started. Let me go ahead and put on some primer. The e.l.f. Putty Primer with vitamin C. It's called the C Bright Putty Primer. So I did pick this up. I've been intrigued by it. The putty primer, I have the original putty primer right here. I was like smelling them to compare them. This is the vitamin C one. They smell pretty similar. The sizes is about the same. The consistency looks the same, but it has vitamin C. Vitamin C helps to brighten and give a healthy glow to the skin. So I'm kind of like digging in here a little bit. I noticed that with the other one, I would just kind of like move my hand around, and like, I don't think that's how it works. Because you really want to get enough to like fill in the pores. Ooh, I can already tell you though, I love the way this one fills over the original. Okay, I got the putty primer on. I'm just letting it sit. It is like sitting on my skin. I would like it to absorb in a little bit. I think that's the problem I had with the original putty primer. But I think if also I was just wearing this by itself, I'd be okay. Like if I wasn't really wearing makeup, just to fill in, and I don't really have too big of pores, I don't think, and blur right in here. And then my fine lines up in here. But we'll let that sit, because that's one thing, is you want to let it sit for a minute before you start going in with your foundation, which I do my brows first anyways. So speaking of brows, I got the NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen. This is what I really want to try. I do have an ultra precise brow pencil by e.l.f. The only thing with this one is I kind of like it, but the color is so off. And it says that it's, I think it's the darkest one too, and it's so warm. I don't know, I think it's like black brown or something, but it's a very, very warm on my skin, and it just, you could tell I have it on. So I'd rather use that, but I'm not, because it's going to mess up my look. I also have the Instant Lift Brow Pencil by e.l.f. This is the thicker one. I do like the color more, but it is thicker and harder to get that precise line. And then I also still think it's too cool tone. So it's like just all in the middle. So let me pull you a little closer and let's try to get these brows on. Okay, I don't want to use the pen for my whole brow. So, okay, I'm just going to kind of like lift up my brows. And I'm going to go in with this pencil as just like a outline, which is the thicker of the two pencils. And try to make it kind of thin. Just lightly lining the bottom part of my brow. And you could kind of tell the tone. It's pretty good, but it could get really bad if I press too hard. This one is a little bit more of a waxy pencil. I don't want to go all the way in the front of my brow. You can already see the line forming. Then I'm going to kind of like do the top part and kind of bring this in a little bit just to give shape to the brow where I'm missing. So very light-handed because this color is deep. So that's kind of what we're looking like. I'm just going to let that sit. I'm not going to run my spoolie through it yet. Just kind of let it sit. I'm going to go in with this NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. I did pick up a pen by Benefit, the brow microfilling pen, because I thought I really liked it. But I feel like I got a janky one. Like, it's so easy to use, but I feel like no product ever comes out of it. So I'm kind of disappointed. When I tried it in store, it was really nice. So but then when I got it home, it was just like, does this thing, did I get a janky one? Like, there's nothing in here. So when I seen this brow pen in the store, I said, okay, let me try this. It was a little pricey though. It was like 12 bucks for NYX. I mean, I feel like they upping their prices. So hopefully their products get a little better, okay? Because I feel like they are hit and miss sometimes. So this is the NYX Lift and Snatch. I got it in brunette. There were 3 tones. I almost got the ash brown one, but I was nervous that would be too ashy. It's like a brush tip, which is nice. I don't know if you could tell. Very thin. Ooh, yes. Ooh, look how small that is. And I think I like the color too. I don't know if you could tell. Okay, let's put this on. Let's see what it do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of fill in where I'm a little bit sparser with this pen. Just kind of like slowly doing little hair strokes. And then really get in the front here. It is a little bit warm, but it's not too noticeable, and it kind of like goes well with what I got going on with that other darker pencil. Okay, I kind of like the contrast of the two. Draw some more little strokes up here, like literally like flicking it out. I'm gonna kind of draw over where I did the line of the other brow, just so they look blended. I think I actually kind of like this pencil, this brow pen. Yeah, I do. Okay, I like the effect it gives. It's not too much. It's very natural if that's what you're going for. Hey, we got a nice little natural looking snatch brow, if I do say so myself. Now, if you want to take your pen that's a little deeper so you can have a deeper like outside, you can. This one's very difficult to do it with because it's so waxy. But there you go. Just a little bit. Wow. Okay, next. Okay, let's clean up that brow and then I'll even out the other brow. So I did get a concealer. I did get this a while ago. This is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camel Concealer. And I got it in the color Deep Caramel. So I'm going to just see if I can clean up my brow a little bit. I'm also going to take on this, I'm just going to prep this whole eye for shadow and then I'll come back with the other eye done. I also bought the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. I have used this. It's not my fave. I feel like it's very, very drying. But I figured since we're doing this video, I'll put a little bit down. I do like the concept. It reminds me of, and you can even see how dry it looks inside around the edges. It's like peeling up. You could see that. I would assume they were trying to copycat the MAC paint pot and failed. No, I just don't like this. So I'm just going to put a little bit down because I don't know how this concealer is going to work. I think this putty primer would work really, really, really well if you have really, 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 really oily lids. Other than that, it's just too drying. But yeah, we put that on. It gives a nice base to brighten up the shadow a little bit. I'm probably going to throw the concealer on top depending on the consistency, but I just wanted to show you that putty primer. Honestly, I would not recommend it. Granted, it is cheaper than like your MAC paint pot or an eyeshadow primer, but I love me a good eyeshadow primer, so definitely recommend the paint pot. I like the little doll foot. It's kind of big. I know this is going to be a little bit bright, but we will go in with our foundation around our eyes as well to soften everything up. That's why I didn't want to take the putty primer all the way up, because I wanted to clean it up with the concealer. I'm actually going to throw the concealer all over my eyelid now. I don't want that putty primer. I like the tone is a little bit darker too. I'm going to take it on the inside of my eye here a little bit, because I feel like once you do your eyeshadow and then you go and try to do your base, you don't really have product. You got to get product in there and it's just not works out right. So put that in there. I'm going to take a little concealer brush and blend this out. This is just by Real Techniques, which you can also get in the drugstore. I definitely recommend the Real Technique brushes. I love them and they're affordable. Well, that definitely blended out nice. It is more matte, so you don't want to let it sit too long. I think it's more of a, right now I feel like a medium coverage, but you can probably get more of a full coverage. I'm going to clean up the top part of my brow. I'm not going all the way in, I'm just keeping it on the edge. And definitely to give us some shape, because I don't really like that pencil. And I can't draw my whole brow with that pen. But that looks pretty good. And we're just going to blend this out. Alright, so our eye is prepped for shadow. I'm just going to get my other eye together and I'll be right back and we'll start throwing on these shadows. I'm excited about this palette. Okay, so we got our eyebrows on. I think this one looks really, really good. I'm very impressed by that pen. This eye, I did go in with the concealer underneath because I do my concealer first now. And I just wanted to see how it was going to sit as we did the eyeshadow look. So I want to go in with the Wet n Wild Color Icon palette. This is Lights Off. I thought it would be perfect for fall vibes. This is what she looks like. This shadow, there's with the lighting down a little bit so you can really see the deeper mattes. You have some nice shimmers. This is a blue, which is very pretty, kind of like a mauve tone here, or taupey tone. This shadow did break. I have not used this palette, but I just repressed it in. This is kind of like a sheen, and then you have a nice sparkly shimmer here too. This is a matte with the shimmer as well. So I've been wanting to play with this palette. I want to see the quality on this Wet n Wild. This is a tin pan palette. There is also another palette I had in my collection that I was like thinking about using because the color story is very similar. I'll kind of show you side by side, but this is by Jaclyn Hill and it's the Dark Magic palette by Morphe, and this was the color story. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love this blue with this icy shimmer. Would be so pretty. These look like the color from the Wet n Wild palette here too. There's a green. So let me show you. The only reason why I didn't use the Jaclyn Hill is because you cannot find it in the drugstore. I mean, it's Morphe, so it can be considered drugstore, but I think it's discontinued. So if you have the Dark Magic or one of the Dark Magic, I think that this Wet n Wild palette is a very close to it. You don't have this grungy, murky, mossy green in there, but a lot of the colors are similar. So that could be an option if you wanted this Jaclyn palette. Also, Wet n Wild has other color stories that are probably close to like some of those ones from Jaclyn Hill that I've seen with Morphe. So, what do I want to do? So I want to test out as many colors as possible if I can. Okay, I'm going to take this Sigma Fluffy brush. This is an E40. And I'm going to go into this taupey shade here. There's no names, so there is a lot of kick up in the pan. I'm just going to wipe that off. I'm just going to slowly start like putting this one into my crease. I want to see if it'd be like ashy taupey. The only thing is there's no mirror in this palette, so let me get my life together with my mirror. That's a pretty color though. I think it matches my shirt nicely with the pinks. But there is a lot of fallout because it's all over my shirt. So you definitely want to probably do your eyes first or make sure you're prepped well. But looking up close, I like the color. It kind of has a little purple taupey tone to it, which is right up my alley. I like that. And then I'm kind of going to buffer it into the crease. I mean, into the brow bone. Because the other shimmer in here that's light is more of a shimmer. So we're just going to buffer that. I think it's pretty. It went on well. I think I got this palette for like $5, $6, so very nice. Okay, we're gonna start to deepen this up a little bit. I want to go into the chocolate brown here. I'm gonna use the same brush, I think, and kind of like tap that off, blow it off, and just go right inside the crease as well, just a little bit lower than the taupey shade, and start moving that around. So see if we can get some depth in here and not muddy it all up. Oh, I do like that brown though. I like that it's like chocolatey, but a little deeper. So it's not too warm. More of a neutral. I like it. It blends nice. The colors look like they went into each other pretty good. Don't need too much. I'm going to go ahead and wipe this brush off with my color switch and go back into the mauve shade a little bit and just kind of soften the edges. Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, go back into the brown shade a little bit and just really focus it out here in the corner and moving it into the crease. I could have used a smaller brush, but I kind of wanted it to be soft and fluffy. Soft vibe. Okay, that's pretty. I like it. Now I am going to go in with another brush. I'm going to go in with kind of like an angled brush. This is by BH Cosmetics. I love these little brushes. And we're just going to deepen this up even further. And we're going to go into the black and see how that performs. I just barely touched it. So you're getting some good pigment from this shadow. I'm just going to kind of tap that off a little bit. And I'm just going to go here at an angle and keep it centered down here at the bottom, like an angle. So it's angled, the brush, and I'm putting the pointy edge towards my lash line and the bigger edge towards up here in the crease to give me that effect of kind of like a wing. Take a little bit more and go a little deeper in here and a little bit more up in here in the crease. And I'm just patting, I'm not swiping or blending. Hopefully you can see what's going on here. Nice. Yeah, you can get a lot of depth with that. Okay, so then I'm just going to take the brush that I had previously and I'm just going to kind of like fluffer like slowly move this color into the crease, slowly build it up, and then just kind of soften the black into the crease. So for the shimmer, I think I'm gonna take, I really want to do this really frosty pink. That's a very, very chunky. All of these colors are so pretty, honestly. This is a beautiful palette. Let's see if I can pick some up on my brush. I am going to spray it just with my little e.l.f. sprays here. And let's see what it do. Let's see what it do. I'm excited. This shade is very sparkly. I don't think I'm getting the impact I want with the brush. So I'm going to try with my finger. See if I can really dig in there. If it's actually, it looks like a topper shade. Like it really does look like a topper shade. So getting a little bit more impact with my finger. And then I'm going to kind of blend that out. Doesn't have to be too precise. I really don't want it to go into the black though. So I'm just going to take the brush I had with the black, no extra product, and just touch and reinforce and blend those colors. Oh, it's really pretty. It's very sparkly. That's cute. We will do an inner corner highlight, and we will do the bottom lash line. I thought that the color was going to be more pink, and I don't know if it's coming out pink or more silvery on camera. To me, it kind of looks like it has a blue undertone, which it's really pretty. It's really pretty. I just thought it was going to be more pinky vibes. So cool. I like it. I did get a couple liners that I want to try out, so we'll do that, and then I'll even out my eye. I did get two. I got the Maybelline Hyper Easy liner in pitch black. It's a very thin, small liner pencil. And then I also got this one by Revlon, which is a cream gel eyeliner. I don't know. You know what? I think I want to try this one because this one is cream gel. Let's see. Okay, so this is really cool. If I would have known what this was a long time ago, I would have been opened it. So it looks like this. Okay. Looks like this. Then you have a little top part, which is a brush. Then you open this up and you have a pot eyeliner, gel eyeliner. I'm kind of excited. I'm going to see if I can also use this in my waterline. So I don't know how the brush is going to do, but the pot is so small. I think this would be very great for travel. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to get some on my brush. And we're just going to try to outline our liner, like do our top lash line a little bit with this gel. I don't have a gel in my collection. We'll go out here a little bit, like a wing, kind of. A little bit. It's going over the shimmer pretty nicely. I'm going to stop it right there. I don't even need it that much darker. We're going to try it in our waterline. Actually, it's working pretty well. I'm just using the flatter part of the brush. The brush is kind of, it's hard to see, but it's kind of like a small, it's like angled straight there, flat there. So I'm using this side and kind of rubbing it along my waterline. Dang, this is cool. And I'm really just having it on the side here. I took some out and I'm just like using that, but I really want to get in this waterline. So I'm going to hold my eye. Okay, that's where we're at. I don't think I'm tearing up too much. I'm going to do a little concealer here so you can see I just kind of did one of these and a couple dots, you know. Might put a little bit more on this side. I like the tone. I like the color for sure. And I'm just using this brush to buff it out. Okay, so that's how the concealer's looking. Let me go ahead and even out this eye and we'll be right back and we'll start to throw on this face or whatever. Okay, so I'm kind of loving how this eye look came out. I did go in with a little bit more of that liner, so I'm still trying, my eyes are trying to get used to having it in there. So let's move on to the face. So we did go in with that putty primer earlier. I think it's holding up pretty well. I do see some fine lines up in here, but you know, that's normal, I guess. So let's try this e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. We'll do it by itself and see how it looks. I did get it in deep tan, which is 6. I swear, when I was trying to find this product, I mean, I could have just went online and bought it from the e.l.f. website, but I knew I wasn't buying anything else, so I didn't want to go through all that. Finally, I seen it in Target. I did not see it in Ulta. I finally found it at Target not too long ago, and I've been dying to try it. I do like the Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. I have a mini in that. I was curious to see, but that's like 40 bucks for a large one. I was curious to see what this one do. I think this one is about $12. It says it's infused with squalene. I love that. Hyaluronic acid. Glowy booster creates a skin enhancing soft focus effect with effortless radiance. It's the only filter you'll ever need. So let's see. Ooh, I love the doe foot. That's cool. So obviously it's going to give some kind of hydration because it has hyaluronic acid and squalene. Ooh, I love this kind of doe foot though. Ooh, is it giving coverage? Do I need foundation? Hold on. Okay, let me blend this out. So I got a whole foundation over here to try. And this might just be... It's a little orange. I thought it was going to be more sheer. Let's see. Is it giving orange vibes? It's giving foundation vibes. Like... It's giving foundation vibes. I got coverage out of that. Now, I don't know. Maybe I just need to go in with a little bit more concealer. I'm giving a little orange. Okay, I'm confused. I thought this was just like a lit from within type of highlighter. Like, I know the Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury is more of a highlight. It does have a little color, of course, but I feel like this is giving coverage, but I don't know if I like the color. Okay, so that's crazy. Now I'm kind of like, what about my foundation? It's pretty. Hold on. Let me go look at a different light. Hold on. I'm shook. Okay, well, on camera, I'm getting a hint of orange. I don't know if you are. When I play it back, I might be like, why was I even talking about that? When I went and looked in the mirror, I'm not getting those orangey vibes. I'm getting a little itchy vibe. Okay, so now I don't know what I want to do because I really want to go in with this NYX foundation. Actually, it is a little lighter. It is more neutral, so I think I am going to mix them. I would definitely have to go back and brighten with concealer with this color. You could wear it by itself if you have the right color. I keep going in with the foundation brush because I feel a little itchy. So I don't know if it's irritating me, but we're going to see. So let me even this out real quick. I think if you can find your color that matches in this, and there's only so many colors. I think I got 6, right? And I think it only goes up to 8. So depending on your skin tone, and I thought this was going to be a little lighter. You could wear this by itself because it's giving coverage. Like, it's lightweight, so it feels really good. It does feel like it has hydration. Yeah, it's a little warm for me, the tone. I can tell now that it's all over. It's a little warm for me. You can see my chin. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to blend this in with this foundation and try to save this face. This is the NYX Total Control Pro Drop Foundation. Looks like this. I got it in the color Cappuccino. Coffee sounds good. It has a little dropper. I'm probably not going to use that as much because I always get it all over my clothes. We're going to shake this up. It does have more of a neutral undertone, so hopefully I can save this look. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm just going to put a little bit. Now this one is supposed to have lasting lightweight sheer to medium coverage with a demi matte finish. Looks true to skin. It's in a glass bottle. I think it's very, very cute. I've had this for a while. I just haven't had a chance to try it. I have so many foundations to try. I still have tons to bring to you guys. Like, okay, maybe 2. or 3, but okay. So I'm going to take a little bit of this on my hand. Yeah. So this might be a good mixing one, because that color is more, you can totally see the more neutral undertone. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm just doing with this foundation brush. Just smoothed on real nice. Yeah, that's totally better color. Even probably the mix. I don't know how the other one would have looked by itself. I'm going to clean this brush off a little bit on my color switch. Well, I'm going to have to retest out this NYX because I do think I like that shade. And I think that it's very lightweight. It felt like nothing going on. That's crazy. It's very lightweight. It's a very smooth. It's gliding on my skin now. I don't know if that's the putty primer or if that is the actual foundation. I have a feeling it's the putty primer. I mean the foundation, because when I put on the other foundation, it didn't feel like that, the halo glow. Okay, so it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. Okay, let's see if we can save this. Let's put a little bit of concealer back on to brighten everything back up. I feel like I have tons of makeup on, which I don't. It just looks, it's supposed to be all lightweight, but it all looks kind of heavy. Yeah, I'm putting on more concealer, way more. So I need to brighten this up. It's a little too orange. Let's see if we can fix her. I actually like this concealer though. I ain't going for it. I like the concealer. I know I'm all over the place with this review, so I will definitely recap at the end of the video on my final thoughts and everything. Let me collect myself. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I got myself together. I think the concealer definitely saved the day. I do feel a little cakey, to be real with you, but I'm gonna put a spray on and hopefully that will help. Everything was so lightweight. I'm kind of confused why I feel this way. I think I know, but I'll save my thoughts till the end of this video. So I'm going to go ahead and set with some powder, the Beauty Bakery Bite Size Pinch of Flour. This is not new to me. This is in a plantain. And I'm just going to take a little bit. There's some in the cap here. This is very matte. I did not want to really set under my eyes because this concealer is very matte, but I think I need to bring this tone in here. So I do like this powder. I think it's a great value at the drugstore. I think it's a good powder, especially if you're oily. You will like this because it really is mattifying. I just use it a little bit sparingly. I'm just gonna pat it into my skin. I'm just gonna set everywhere I put that concealer. And I'm just using what's in the cap. I'm not adding any extra product than what was already in there. Let's wrap up the eyes a little bit, and then I will start to sculpt out and add some color. And I think we had a couple other products to try. Oh my gosh, I just feel itchy. I feel itchy and it's irritating me. Okay, we're gonna kind of just smoke out the bottom lash line a little bit with the brown here. The chocolatey brown. I've decided I hate not having a mirror in my palettes. I really do. I really do. Okay. So that's pretty. Okay, so then what I want to do is I think I want to take the black, same brush, and just smoke out the edge and have it connect to the top lash line. Then we're going to go ahead and give an inner corner highlight. A small little flat brush like this from Morphe, and I want to go into the shade that kind of busted on me right here, and I am going to spray it because my whole face is done. And it took a lot for us to get here. It took a lot for us to get here. That's when you know it's real. It's real. The tones are very similar to me, actually, that I put it when I put it on, the two shimmers. The only difference is this one looks more pinky and not as sparkly. I thought that's what I was going to get from the shade that I put on my lid. But this one definitely just brightened up the whole look for us, what we needed. to give that dimension to the eye and contrast. So yes, I really liked how this eye look came out. Okay, I'm gonna go into an oldie but goodie as well. This is my Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. You can see she's very loved. I'm not going to go into the warm shade because I feel too warm. I'm going to go into the contour shade. And we're going to just kind of like sculpt a little bit very softly because this is very pigmented too. You see how that just brought more chiseledness into my cheekbone there. This is a very soft brush, so you can imagine how pigmented that color is. This is by Moda, but this is a very soft blush brush. I'm just going to go up here. We'll go back with a little powder if we have to. I have a backup one of these. This is how much I love it. And it's a very good value. It's not that expensive. I have the cream one too, and I was going to use that, but I just figured let's go in with the powder. It's winter time too. I just like softly want to sculpt in here. That's why I'm doing this big brush and not too much. Yes. Okay, cool. Just a little bit on this brush, the flower powder. I'm just going to set it in there. Put in the cap. You don't need a lot of this either. And kind of carve out here. Just softly, not too much. Okay, so I found the Saharan Blush Palette Volume 1 by Juvia's Place. You can find this at Ulta, Drugstore as well, I feel. And we're going to play with a color in here I think would be okay for this look. I think I'm going to go into, now these are very, 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 very pigmented. I'm going to go into Neo up here very lightly. Like, you can already see the color on my brush. Like, I'm going to tap that off. We're just going to keep it right in here. Right in there. You see what it did. This is a very nice blush palette. It also has a couple highlighters. I personally would like more blush, but you know. It has an orange, has a hot pink, it has this dark ruby color. Oh, I'm going to have to use that. And then this color is kind of neutral. So for me, with a hint of something. I don't want to put on a highlighter. I want to keep it kind of like this. I guess if we wanted a glow, we could go back in with this, but we're not. Okay, I'm just going to spray my face with this e.l.f. Oh, and then I need to put on some mascara, obviously, to wrap up this look, and some lips, so. I feel like I needed this. This is infused with geranium oil. This is balancing. I just feel so like hot. So let me do some mascara. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not expecting the world out of this mascara. I mostly bought it for my bottom lashes, to be real with you, but I haven't been able to try it, so we're gonna try it today. Maybe it is good for top lashes as well. It's the Wet n Wild Boost Length Mega Length Mascara. It's in very black, so we're gonna open this up. I'll show you the little brush on it. So this is what it looks like, and this is the wand. It is a plastic wand, which I guess I didn't realize that, and it's very, very tiny. So let's see if this formula is good. And let me put it on my lashes. I'll probably speed this part up. Okay, that's kind of with one coat on. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Let me do another coat. Very flexible brush. I do like the brush. Okay, so that's like 2 or 3 coats, right? Not bad. Let me get you closer. Can't really tell as much because we have a really smoky eye. We have eyeliner on, but you can kind of see that I did something to the lashes. I'm not mad at it. Let me even it out, do my bottom lash line, and we'll do the lips together. So here we are. I have my mascara on. And let's just put on some lips. So this is by L'Oreal. This is an Infallible Pro Gloss Plumping Lip Gloss. And this is in Rosy Flush. So I'm just going to throw this on. My eyes and my face are doing the most. I have tried this. Probably when they first came out, I bought two. I bought this one and I bought a red. Yes, so this is the final look using all drugstore products and our takeover. So for the most part, I like the look. I think it came out very good. I love the way my eyes look. You know, we had some positive, we had some negatives, but I think that we, you know, finished it in the end. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Give me a thumbs up if you're like, it's great, you pulled through, Tia, or give me a thumbs down if it's epic fail. Okay, I'd love to see what you guys have to say about this look in this video in the comments. Let me go over my thoughts on some of these products, because let me tell you, I have thoughts and I have opinions. So first, this gloss. I love the glossy effect that it gives. It's very smooth on the lips. It does have a little bit of texture to it. Once it sits, it does burn. I don't like plumping stuff, like especially with the burning effect. I'm over it. So I already knew putting this on that it's not my favorite. I love the applicator though, for sure. I have to check to see if they make these without the plumping effect. Because like right now, I can already feel it. I want to go and run and take this stuff off my lips. I can't. But if you like plumping and you like the heat effect, like Fenty just dropped one and I really like it because it's more of an icy effect. I like that one. But this is not up my alley. But if it's up yours, you'll like this, and it's at a way cheaper price than some of the ones that you'll find at like Sephora. Let's go through this stuff real quick. Putty primer. I liked it. I like the way that it felt. I like that it has vitamin C. I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit more. Will it take the place of my niacinamide watermelon dewdrops? No, but it's cool. I like it. We'll play with it a little bit more. The brows. This is a fail for me. This Instant Lift brow pencil. I think it's way too waxy. But I made it work. I think my brows look very, very good, but a little too waxy. So do you see how my lips are getting this white stuff? No. Let me clean this off. No. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a little bit of this Item Beauty oil. Okay. Ooh, oh my goodness, that was a fail. Okay. No on this eye pencil by e.l.f. No on this putty primer. I'm actually going to throw it away right now. I absolutely despise it. Not even for the money. I actually really like this NYX Lift and Snatch pen. I will definitely play with this some more. This might be a staple in my collection. I love how my brows look really natural in the front. I compare it with other pencils like this. This is it. And I would definitely recommend going to get you one if you're looking for a pen for your brows. Yes, I like that. The concealer. So the e.l.f. Camo Concealer Matte Finish. I mean, she was kind of the MVP in this look because it really helped save us. I do not think it's a full coverage. I don't like it that it's so matte. I know they have a hydrating one, but I wanted to try this one because it was such a hype. I actually love the tone of the color that I picked out, which is the caramel. So I'm going to play with this some more. I like it as an eyeshadow base. I liked it to clean up my brows. You know, I liked it as a highlight. I don't know if I'd actually use it as my under eye concealer, but for everything else, I thought that this was a nice concealer. The eyeshadow palette. Yes, come through Wet n Wild. I actually really like this palette. I thought the mattes performed nicely, even though they were a little powdery. The shimmers could be a little better just because they're kind of toppers. Well, the one that I used, I think that this would have done really good on the lid. I'm curious to try this blue. Like, I really like this palette. If you've been eyeing them, I think it's worth your coins. Like, I think it's worth trying. And especially, like I said, if there's other palette color stories that you want to try that are a little bit more pricey or you can't find them anymore, like, I think that this is a good option. I like that. I was pleasantly surprised with this eyeliner. I like the concept. I'm a little nervous about the brush because I would have to clean it every time and it's so small. It's not how I would normally clean all my brushes. So I'm a little eerie about that. I love the whole concept though. I think it performed good. I don't have any cream pot eyeliners, so I don't really know what to compare it to. I've been eyeing the one from Melt and eyeing the one from KVD, but I think I'm gonna get the one from Melt, and they have different colors, so that'll be really fun. But I think this is a great one to try if you've been curious about a gel eyeliner, and I think it's so cute, and I love the whole concept. So yeah, that was nice. This, and then we started going a little sideways. The e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. No, I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this. For one, I thought it was a highlight glow from within. I didn't realize that it's going to have so much color and so much coverage. For me, it's a no. The color is way off, and I think if I got the next color, it'd probably be too light. I don't know, because now I know it has coverage to it. If this wouldn't have been so warm, we might have been somewhere, and I might have used this as like a foundation. So that being said, if you can find your color and you want something that's like a light to medium coverage with a glow, it has hyaluronic acid, it has squalene, then this might be for you. For me, it's a no. It even made me start to itch and feel irritated. I had to do so much cleanup to make this look work because of this product. So it's kind of a bummer because I've been wanting to try it. I might try it again, maybe in the summertime when I'm a little darker. This might work, but for right now, this is a no for me. The NYX Total Control Pro Liquid Drop Foundation, I like it. I have to try it by itself though, because I had to mix it. I don't know how the color is going to be. I like the concept. I like the little container. I like that it's a light to medium coverage. It felt very smoothing on the skin. I like that it's a matte satin finish. So I'm going to bring this again on my channel. I'll probably wear it in like a Way Back Wednesday or a haul or something like that, just so you can really see how it looks on the skin. Then we set with the Beauty Bakery powder, Pinch of Flour. I already know that I love this powder. I think that it's a nice one, especially if you have more oily skin. I've got this a long time ago and I still have tons, and you can get it at Target for a really good price. Then we went in with the contour palette by Black Radiance. I love this palette. A1, go get you one. They have different tones too. I think there's 3 different like levels, light, medium, and dark. So I would definitely check that out. We went in with the Saharan Blush Volume 1 palette by Juvia's Place. I love this palette. Definitely a good deal if you like blush palettes. Plus it also has 2 highlighters in it. And it has unique colors that I don't have in my collection. And you know I love my Blush Bloom palette by Playing in Makeup by Yolanda. But this is definitely a winner up. What else? Okay. Then the last thing we went in with, besides the lips, which I already talked about, was this mascara. So the mascara, I like the wand for sure. I got a lot of control on it. It is a very drying mascara. Like, it's a more dry formula than wet, which I feel like I've been using it for weeks and I just barely opened it. So not one that I would buy again. I do like the brush though. I just wish it had a better formula. I felt like my lashes look okay, you know, but for somebody that uses mascara on a regular, this would not be one that I would pick up again. Don't even like it for my bottom lashes. I liked it more for my top lashes. Than the reason why I bought it was for my bottom lashes. So this is a pass for me. And I guess that wraps up the video. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fails. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 not fails. So almost halfway. And the putty primer I still have to test, and the foundation I still have to test. So yeah, we have some great products. I'm gonna say go get this pen. Go get this pen and go get you an eyeshadow palette if you like those color stories. They're very neutral. So now that I've talked my mouth off, let me know in the comments how you're feeling about this look. I think all in all, it came out really, really good once everything is sitting on my face. I think it looks pretty. But we know it was a struggle to get here. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you're feeling the vibe on this channel. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not part of the fam gang. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you can be updated every time I load a new video. I hope you had fun on this drugstore takeover. I like playing with drugstore makeup. It is cheaper. I'm always about a bargain, but I also know that sometimes you get what you pay for. So I think I might start doing like comparison type situations. You guys know I'm a Sephora type of gal, but I love finding gems, you know, at the drugstore as well that are more affordable bargains. So definitely look out for more of these type of videos using more drugstore, comparing drugstore and high-end together. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I will see you later. Have a blessed day. Peace.